Hello students, welcome back to another lecture of rational and irrational number. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the decimal expansion of real numbers. Now, what does the word decimal expansion of real numbers mean? Now, in the case of decimal expansion of real numbers, we can consider that we can start with an example over here. Now, let us take an example that if we are taking suppose 3 by 10. Now this 3 by 10 can be easily expressed as 0.3. So basically we are just representing any fraction in terms of decimal. That is called decimal expansion of the real numbers. Now this decimal expansion of real numbers are of two types. The first one is when we are getting the remainder to be 0, or we are basically dividing the number and at some point of time this division process stops. So basically we are saying that when remainder becomes 0. So the first part says when remainder becomes 0, and just now we understood one example, that is 3 by 10 when it is divided by 3 when divided by 10 will give you 0.3. Let us take another example. We can write like this. We can write 10 by 25. Now this 10 by 25, first thing is to simplify this. We are getting 2 and we are getting 5 over here. Now this 2 and 5 can be simply divided, and we know the division process. After dividing we will get 0.4 over here. So basically in this part we understood that whenever we are taking any number, any fraction basically, and we are dividing that, we are getting the answer in decimal where it is ending. That means the decimal have no remainder part. Let's take one more example. Let us take a bigger example over here. Let me consider an example like 25 by suppose 40. Let me take this example. Now 25 by 40 can be further reduced like 5 by 8, and if we divide, because we can simply cancel this by 5, we will get 5 over here, we will get 8 over here. So this number can be easily expressed as 5 by 8. Now after getting this number, we can divide this number. So if we divide 5 by 8, what is the general process? The general process is to put a 0 over here and to put a dot over here. Then we will write the number that is a multiple of 8, and we know that 48 is a number that is a multiple of 8, and 8 6 is 48. So after putting this, we are writing 20 over here. Then again we know that 16 is a number that can be easily divided by 8, and we will get that in multiple of 2. If we multiply by 2. Similarly 4, and we will write 0, and we are writing 40 over here. So we are basically getting 0.625. So this also have a remainder 0. So first part is specifies that when the remainder becomes 0. Now let us understand the second part. Now let us discuss the second part. The second part specifies that when remainder is non-zero. Now what does this word mean when remainder is non-zero? Let us take an example. Let us consider 1 by 7. So if we divide 1 by 7, let us divide this number. Let us consider 7 over here. So we are getting 1 over here. Then we will put a decimal, or basically we will put a decimal over here, and we will write 10 over here. So this would be 7. So this is 1. Then 3, 0. That means 28. This will be 4. Then we are getting 2 over here. So 14, we are getting 2 over here. Then after this we are getting 6, 0, 56. Then 8 over here. Then after this we are getting 4 and then 0. So this would be 35. So this is 5 over here. I am going to continue this division over here. So then 40, we are getting 5 over here. Then we will put a 0. So again 49 over here, and 49 means 7. Then again we are getting 1 and then 0. Then again we will write 7 over here. So we will get 3 over here. So again we are basically getting 1. So in this particular example we can see that the numbers are repeating itself. Similarly, we are saying that there has to be a remainder at the end of the division process. So we are not getting a perfect division over here. We can see that the division goes on, it continues. So this kind of division specifies that when the remainder is non-zero. So this type of number, that is 0.142857, then again it will be 1, 4 and so on. So this type of division process is called non-terminating recurring divisions or non-terminating recurring numbers. These kind of numbers are called non-terminating recurring number. So basically we have two different type of numbers. First one is a terminating number and the second one is a non-terminating numbers. So terminating and non-terminating. Now in the case of non-terminating, we can see that there are examples where it is also called recurring numbers. Now this recurring number can also be written as 0.142857 and we will put a bar over here. Now what is the reason putting a bar over here? This bar indicates that this goes on repeating itself. So it is repeating. Another way of representing this is 0.142857 where we put a dot at 7 and we put a dot at 1. So this specifies that from this point to this point it keeps on repeating itself. This is also called vinculum. This is also called, this dot over here is also known as vinculum. This is this dots. So basically this part indicates that we are getting a non-terminating repeating number, also called recurring numbers. I hope you understood this entire thing very well. Let's see you in the next video discussing further about this chapter.